It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Leonard weighing in at 72 kilos, bang on, 175 centimeters tall, with a reach of 179. And up against him tonight, Joe Calzaghe. He weighed in at 75 kilos, bang on. He's 183 centimeters tall, with a reach.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the alts.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get... And there's the bell to start the round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Trying to land that jab. That hook had to hurt. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that straight left. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
As a flat-footed fight, if you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small, put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
And he missed very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Nothing stupid, all right? Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round.
Breathe and relax. Right. This next round, I just
Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every time he gets close, tie him up, grab a hold of him. Good. Right.
They ring the bell, and here we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Hit him with the left jab. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. They better start respecting each other's punching power.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. That jab misses. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Right uppercut can't find a home. They exchange punches. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
What you've got to do, Todd, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. You'd like to see more jabs. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Those counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Both men step back for just a moment.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. They blocked the left there.
Good work. That's it. Now stick to the jab.
Back and forth they go. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it.
How do you feel? All right.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Nice defense on that jab. Swing and a miss with that hook. These two are the perfect dance partners. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Throws the jab, but does not score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. They miss with the jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance without a doubt.
And there's the bell to start the round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Missing with that right hook. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The jab not finding Pride of Wales in some real trouble. Joe Calzaghe just went down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you all right?
Oh, and this, no surprise there, a unanimous decision.
What a...
Questions